Welcome to JavaScript DOM objects. After watching this video, you will be able to list related node types, show how to access doc elements, and explain object naming. The W3C DOM Level 2 defines 12 different types of nodes, 7 of which have direct applicability in HTML documents. Node types that are not applicable to HTML are omitted from the table. This table is of interest so that when you view a DOM tree, you understand the meaning of the numeric node types. Each node type is a named constant that is also represented by an integer value. So, for example, an element node type is represented by the integer 1. An attribute node type is represented by the integer 2. A text node type is represented by the integer 3. A comment node is represented by the integer 8. In the DOM tree, the node name for element node type is the name of the element or tag. For example, if you are looking at a div element, the node name is div. If the div element has an attribute like id equals div123, then the attribute name is id, and the attribute value is div123, which is the name-value pair. Another example, if a paragraph element is followed by some text, the text string has a node name of #text, and the node value is the text string itself. The table lists some of the DOM Level 2 node object properties and corresponding data types. You see these properties when you view a DOM tree for an HTML page in a browser's developer tools like Chrome's DevTools. So how do you access the elements on an HTML page with the DOM API? When the document is loaded, the browser creates arrays for forms, images, anchors, links, applets, and embeds. It then places all the objects of each type into these arrays. The arrays are indexed as they occur in the source document. The first index of each array starts at 0. Each of the array types, such as forms, contains an array of elements with each index element being the fields or buttons that occur in that form. You can reference the element named field 1 in the figure by its relative position as document.forms0.elements0. You can reference the same field with named elements, for example, document.forms form1.elements field1, or even the shortened document.form1.field1. Since only one document can be contained in a window, shown by the dashed line in the figure, you can leave out the window prefix. However, you cannot omit the document prefix from the referenced object. The ID attribute identifies an element in a document. The ID attribute of an element is used by scripts to refer to the element with a name that matches the value of the ID attribute. In order to assign a scriptable reference name to an HTML element with the ID attribute, use the following conventions. The ID must be a unique name in the document. The name must be in quotation marks when assigned to the ID attribute. The name must not start with a numeric digit. The function that is used to return a node object that matches the ID value is document.getElementById, with the name of the ID as a parameter argument. It is suggested that the same value is used for both the ID and the name attribute, seen earlier, when both are used. In this video, you learned how to list the related node types, how to access nested objects using a dot notation, and how to name objects to make accessing them from the script easier.